Hi folks! Oh my god, I can talk loudly because I'm home alone. Yes! Désolée Mehdi. Hi folks! It's finally sunny outside and it feels amazing, although I'm boiling hot, so I'm very sorry, but I'm not wearing any makeup today. You're getting the ugly face, and actually I might need to cool down some because I've got less than an hour to start filming this video. And you might notice that I've got a very beautiful mug, and it's a mug that was custom made with a portrait of my cat. Oh my god, by French ceramist Apolline Muet. Hi there, if you're watching. Hi. Yeah, I love it so much. And I'm so thirsty. It's so hot because I'm baking. It's Saturday, it's my day off. I was supposed to wake up at 8 and I just couldn't because my body is exhausted, so I woke up around 11 and my boyfriend and I had breakfast and we actually started watching The Owl House again because we finished Amphibia and it kind of broke my heart because I love it so much. Anyway, today what I want to do is take advantage of the fact that there is light inside my flat, thank God, and do a little sketchbooky video. As you might have noticed over on Instagram, I started this new sketchbook. It's the green one that I mentioned in my sketchbook tour of shame video, and it's the one that I used to do gouache studies and watercolor studies of Terran Night in, and it's got some of her studies, some master studies if you will, in it, like this beautiful turtle that is beautiful. Terran Night's version is beautiful, my version looks like a toddler did it, but anyway, and this little thing that you shouldn't look too close at because it's ugly as shit, but I decided that after I finished my yellow sketchbook I should keep up with the same format sketchbook because I really enjoyed it. It's really nice and fun to do spreads in, and I'm already a few, like I would say a dozen pages in, and I would quite like to do some spreads with you, maybe 1, 2, maybe 3 spreads, who knows. But I don't know what time it is because I'm not wearing my watch and my phone is over there, so I don't know how long I've got, but I would bet on around 30 minutes, and let's see what I can do in about 30 minutes. And maybe I will film some more tonight, maybe I will film some more tomorrow, but I've got to have this video up by Monday and I'm working on Monday, so I've got to edit on Sunday. Let's get into it, folks. Thank you so much. I cannot believe that I've been posting consistently every week for a few weeks and that there are already like about 100 people there, almost. I mean, wow. So if you want to leave a comment and tell me what you like about this YouTube channel. I mean, I've been doing a lot of sketchbooky stuff around here because first of all I can see that this is content that people respond to very well, but also because it's the content that takes the least out of me and that I enjoy doing and that is kind of effortless. So I've been doing this a lot, but I would love to do some more sewing and some patchwork things and some knitting at some point but honestly I don't have enough energy these days, and maybe I will get into it as the year progresses. Anyway, let's get into it, folks. I've been rambling along for enough time, I think. Let's get into it. Yay! Oh, it's just water. Just water. So, before we get into it, I wanted to give you a little tour of what I've been doing so far in this sketchbook. This is the cover, and I've been testing out some lino cut prints that I've been making, and they're really cute. They didn't turn out as beautiful and fine and subtle as I wanted them to, but as I've been thinking about it more and more, I guess it's okay. I guess it gives them character, that it's a little bit ugly and big, and you know. Anyway, this is the Royal Mouse Mail stamp, and this is the Mouse Mail stamp. And these were the studies that you might have already seen. Fahrenheit, La La La, Master Study. This one that you might see when you look at it up close. I mean, it's nowhere as beautiful as Fahrenheit's illustrations. And there I just did a little, I think I was just using up the rest of the ink that was left after I did some envelopes. And this is the one that is unfinished, and I think it will remain unfinished until the end of times. It's based on the illustration Crab Apples by Tara Knight. And this is a page that I did on the 29th of April, on a day. Oh my god, this day was amazing. On this day, I discovered a new bird. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I cannot. And I actually captured the moment on my phone, because I was filming myself playing the fiddle, and I just turned my head, as I do because I've got focus problems, attention problems, and I just turned my head over to the window and I looked at my fig tree. We have a fig tree in the garden, and I just saw a bird that was so green and so cute, and we looked it up, and it's called a green finch.
Oh, il y a un oiseau trop stylé dans l'arbre, mais dis, regarde. Là, c'est quoi cet oiseau? Il est vert. Dans le figuier, il est vert. C'est quoi cet oiseau? C'est un pinson? Oh, il est trop beau. Il est parti?
A verdier in French. It's a really cute bird, and I wanted to capture it on this page to remember forever that I discovered a new bird. And on this day I also went on a little walk with a friend, and I picked up these things. I don't know what it's called in English. It's a maple tree fruit, and I just drew one, and I drew it above my little mouse drawing that is inspired by Kazuo Iwamura's mice, and it just looks so cute. And there, the mouse mail stamp, very cute. And then I just did some studies because we went on a walk with my boyfriend, and so I picked up some flowers that were cut on the sidewalk, and I picked them up. And in French they're called encolis, and I don't know what they're called in English, but they're really beautiful elf-like flowers, like with purple and white, and flowers that kind of look like bells. I will zoom in. Kind of look like bells there. And also there was an iris flower that I had in a vase, and I just wanted to draw it, and there you go. And again with the maple fruit, and I love that this was done with a Neocolor too. Most of this is just ink. This Jacques Corbin ink, that the chartreuse ink that I put inside my Lamy Safari, and my Neocolor 2s, and yeah, so I just activated them with water, and it gives this kind of watercolor vibe, but also it's still very pastel-like, and I love that it transfers when you close the page. It's very cute when you flip the page. And on this page I had done a portrait of my friend. You can see that, kind of see through, and I had done it very small because I didn't know she was gonna like it or not, and I was like, I drew a portrait based on a self-portrait she posted, on a selfie she posted in her Insta stories, and I was like, is it creepy that I screenshotted the picture so that I can draw her? And then I sent her the little drawing, and she was like, oh, it's so nice, I so love that you made this. So then I was reassured, and I thought I will do a bigger one that's a 2 pages spread, and I just love it. It's just, I think it's just my 2 Colorex markers, the chartreuse and the violet, and the watercolor ink. I love them very much, and they are refillable, so when I use them up I can just refill them, and it's very cool, and the 2 colors go so well together. I'm obsessed with this mix of chartreuse and violet. I think it looks epic. I love it. Yeah, and then there is a very ugly spread, but I mean, sometimes it goes well and sometimes it doesn't, right? One with an iris. That is, I mean, it's nice, but I think it looked better when the Neocolor 2s weren't activated. But I activated them, and now it just looks, I don't know, it doesn't look bad, but I think it doesn't look very interesting either. It just looks very basic. But again, with the Neocolor transferring from one page to the other, I think it kind of looks cool too, because it gives it a little bit of dirtiness, dirt. And there I wanted to draw some, how do you say capucine in English? I know it. The same flower that I've got on my cup there. Nasturtiums, I wanted to draw them, and I thought it was fun last time when I didn't have any reference image, so I tried that, and I think the color palette is kind of off, and also it just looks bad, but who cares? This is a sketchbook. So on the next page I did some nasturtiums again, and they look a little bit better, and I've got to say, the greenish, the chartreuse is always the Colorex marker, because I mean, this color is amazing. And the background is this little bit of, what's the brand? Manly, yeah, this brand. Manly. Yeah, it's a manly, what's the word, pastel, and oh my god, the texture of it is amazing. It is just like butter. It feels like butter when you use them, and it's so nice. And I was influenced to buy it by Adolfo Serra on his course. I think it was the course about a Domestica course about about creativity and sketchbooking, I think. But anyway, I love it. And on this page, I did a little study of a picture I took of some pears, and I can insert it somewhere around here maybe. I have some baby pears that I encountered on the famous walk, on the walk that I took with my boyfriend, during which I picked these flowers. Same walk, same day, and I love that pears grow this way, like upwards, and I think they're so beautiful. They kind of look like rose fruits because I think they might be cousins, the plants, roses and pears and apples, and I love that they're wonky as hell, that they've got a little hair. Very cute. And this page was just a, I don't know how to say this, kind of an instinctual drawing page. I was just like, gotta draw something, automatic drawing, and I didn't think about it too much. I drew some four-leaf clovers because I had found a four-leaf clover this day, and on the day that I made this page, and I've been obsessed with four-leaf clovers for the past week. Every time I walk by a clover patch, I just have to check if I can find a four-leaf clover, and I've found 2 recently, so I would really love to find some more to gift them to my friends, etc, etc. But yeah, obsessed. And I wanted to draw some radishes these days because I'm growing radishes in my garden, and I picked my first radish last week, and I was so glad. So glad, so proud of myself for growing food. Yeah, so this is just a little automatic drawing page. That turned out not too bad. And on this page, I did some oak leaves because I was going through my sketchbook, and look at what I found inside of it. Some old leaves. Old dried out leaves, and they're so beautiful. So beautiful, so majestic, and they reminded me of autumn, and I love that some of them are like pointy and other ones are very round. I love them so much. And yeah, so I wanted to give them an homage, and I drew this, and it's not perfect. I don't love it, but it exists, it's there, and it's beautiful. And now I'm going to try and make one more spread. Actually, I'm kind of blocking, I don't know what to draw, and I read somewhere, did I read it? Did Sophie McPike talk about it on one of her vids? She was saying, like, or they were saying, because I don't know who was talking, like, when you don't know what to do, try reproducing some old art. And you know, I've got my phone that's filming currently, so I can't really do anything with my phone, so I'm going to try and reproduce an old page of an old sketchbook that you might know of if you've been following me along before. I'm going to try and reproduce this page in my current style, and let's see how it goes. My cheesecake! Oh my god, is it ready? I've got to check on it.